Well, we're going to move on to the two guitars that are still sat behind us that we haven't brought out yet. And these came as a result of me putting up a photograph of some guitars which had just recently arrived here at the workshop. Ones that I'd bought for myself to refurbish and sell on. And I just put out the question, would anybody like maybe an Explorer that's inspired by the Scorpions? And sure enough, no, it's not everybody's taste, but sure enough somebody said, yeah, let's go for that. So that's one of those examples where...
But that's cool, that's awesome.
Yeah, there was a core guitar and we said, let's come up with a plan.
Yeah.
So I'd like to share with you the end results of that. Now, for those that know, you will know this is a Matthias Jabs from the Scorpions. This is an Explorer that's hugely inspired by him. I've been a lifelong Scorpions fan, never seemed to grow out of that, but it's always had a nice little soft spot, I guess, for the guitars that those guys used. So this was an Epiphone Explorer, just one of the standard models from year 2000. And I've done a complete strip, refinish, upgrade, the full refret as well, a full 9 yards on this thing. Chris, your thoughts, sir?
So, I'm probably more out of my comfort zone with this than I would be a Les Paul, if I'm being completely honest with you. Like, it's so epically massive and there's so much going on.
First of all, are you a Scorpions fan?
I know, and that's not because I don't like them, it's because it's a band that totally passed me by.
Yeah.
So, do they do a song called Rock You Like a Hurricane?
They did do a song called Rock You Like a Hurricane.
That's the only song that I know.
Well, that's a pretty good start.
I'm pretty sure it's been used in films or a video game. Anyway, however, in terms of the guitar, it feels very comfortable. Like, I'm not going to start playing it again. It's really, really solid. That's the first thing. It might be because it's such a massive chunk of wood, but acoustically, it's really loud. I like that in a guitar. Yeah. I think that's really nice. The control layout makes sense. I quite like having the little flicking switch there. Yeah. That's quite good. I've never called it a flicking switch before, but I will do forever now.
Yeah. Me too. I'll adopt that technical phrase from here on in.
And again, the whole thing just feels really solid. I can see, like, you've got what I would consider some kind of signature upgrades that you do.
Yeah.
Locking tuners, I totally think they make absolute sense.
Yeah.
There's no string whine, so I think the guitar is going to stay in tune a lot better, which it is, really nicely. Mm-hmm. I'm always interested, Clive. Like, what's your take on, is this a stock bridge or has it been replaced?
No, that's been replaced. That's by Goto from Japan, or Goto, I don't know. Okay. I'm never sure how you say it, but I like those purely because, and it's an aesthetic thing, not like tonal or sustain or whatever. They just, I can get a version that will fit on a metric guitar, that has the little posts that you would see on a Gibson. So they're like, you're probably used to seeing like a 6mm version with a screw head slot in it, screwdriver slot. But on the Gibsons, they don't have that. They have a little 4mm sort of rounded thing. So I do that purely because I like the look. And that's it.
But
really.
is it?
Yeah, I like the look of it, and the bridge itself. It's a nice bit of kit. You know, it's solid. It works
but is it better for you than the one that was on there previously?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, way better, because the stock one, they have this sort of funny little retaining spring wire that can rattle. Sometimes does rattle. You know. So yeah. So it is a bit. It is an upgrade from just from the specification point of view. It's a better piece of kit, but I do it for the looks. Love the looks.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really clean. I mean, the other thing that looks really clean, and I'm going to take extra special care not to bang this on the stool, is how clean the paint job is.
Yeah,
like
well,
that looks cool and aesthetically very, very pleasing to my eyes, but it's so clean.
It was a full stripped sand bare wood, you know.
Right.
And it's been fully refinished in nitro finish, actually. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the outcome. It's come together really, really nicely. And as I said to you earlier on, just sort of, when you first put it on your lap and played it, it was so good for me to see that from across the room. A guitar because for me it's been on a bench
for the whole, yeah.
You know, it's been under work for the whole time that it's been here. So to actually see it take its final step to be a guitar that someone would play was that was a treat. It's had refret as well, as I mentioned. These are Jessica frets again, real high quality.
But these aren't the gold.
But they're not the gold version, no. But that's their nickel silver. But they're really nice. You know, you can feel there's a definite hardness to them as well.
That was me, by the way, pulling the jack out. Apologies, sorry, Clive.
There's a definite hardness to the feel. You can, when you're working various materials, you can tell its quality by the way it feels under a file or something like that, and they're just really nice. They're a tasty addition. Talking of additions, it's got actually Seymour Duncan slash pickups in it. So we've got a little bit of an ultimate band thing, a bit of a super group in one guitar, Scorpions and Slash all together. But yeah, I just think the whole thing is very, very convincing.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a guitar, I mean, it's not, as you've alluded to, it's not an easy guitar necessarily to play. You've really got to want to get into one. And the usual sort of stuff, switchcraft toggle and jack and CTS pots, all that sort of stuff. So it's really, really well appointed, and
they feel really good. I mean, again, real high quality. I'm just looking at the paint job is so clean. String. No string tree, obviously, because there's enough of a break angle to keep them in the nut and stuff. Yeah. Again, that was me pulling the lead out. Apologies, sorry, Clive. Really nice, lovely.
Yeah, good. So after doing that one, or whilst doing that one, I thought, well, I can't leave it alone. I'm gonna have to give it a sister.
Yeah.
So we'll take a look at that next. So it's a Flying V.
Yep.
That it is, and there's no two ways about it. That you cannot have a Flying V on your lap, sat down, in any kind of
context or anyway.
Any kind of regular, conventional kind of way, because it just does not sit there. So you got to kind of wedge it in between the legs like that. So, Chris, over to you for some initial thoughts, and then we'll talk about some of the work that I've done.
Okay, so my initial thought is that playing a Flying V is a lot harder than I ever anticipated. Again, I would never normally point the guitar up to the sky like that, but
It makes you feel pretty rock star.
I do. I've never felt this heavy metal ever. In fact, this is the peak for me.
The thing is, with a guitar like a V, the moment you put it on a strap and stand up, it all makes sense.
Sure, no,
it's instant rock star.
I can understand that.
So, but sat down in this environment, it's
a little bit different.
Yeah.
But so those things aside, so like again, that's the most obvious one. However, in terms of the way the neck feels, like that's a killer neck. It's right. I want to say it's like it's reminiscent. It's almost like the Paul Reed Smith wide thin.
Okay.
That's what it. Yeah. That's what it felt like to me, right?
Yeah.
So the neck feels really nice. The frets.
Well, that's nice that you're talking about an Epiphone in that kind of lustrous circle.
But like and it's really consistent all the way up. I really and I didn't do that in the video because I was so uncomfortable pointing a guitar at the ceiling. I didn't think to do it. But the access is really good.
Right the way up.
We have an uninvited guest at the door, but we shall continue.
Yeah.
The pickups are amazing. What are they?
Those are Gibson Burstbucker 1 and 2.
So, what are they from then? Like I don't know about Gibson.
Fit them in. They fit them in their Les Pauls and SGs, I guess. I don't know. Actually, it's a good question, but they'd definitely be in their Les Pauls.
They're monsters. Yeah. I really like the sound of that. And again, I can see that the frets are different on this guitar than they were the other Scorpions guitar. Sure,
yeah. Well, the Explorer had a full refret. That's just the stock ones that I've done a bit of a level and a recrown on. So those are stock.
So with that being, I can see that they are different.
Yeah, they're not the full jumbo size.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like at no point did I think, oh my goodness me, the frets feel different. Like it all works together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they had different frets on, I might still be as oblivious to it. Again, Clive, I got to say that look, check it out. It goes all the way back. That finish is gangster. Look at that. That's crazy clean. Yeah, that's really stunning.
Yeah.
That's really good. I again totally out of my comfort zone playing guitars like this.
That's why I invite you.
Well, thank you.
Pointless bringing in a complete fanboy.
A Scorpion, yeah. And again, I only know like 2 of their songs, so like I've got nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
Again, for me personally, love the sound, love the feel, but aesthetically, it's not something that I could really
to play one,
to go with.
Yeah.
But great, and I can see as well that you just got there's no locking mechanisms on those tubes.
No, actually, this model was. Actually, I'm not sure kind of how you put it in the Epiphone range, but it did come with very basic tuners, so I've just put Grovers on there instead because they're better. But no need for lockers on that one.
But as long as I mean, I can see, and you've wrapped them beautifully,
sufficiently,
may I say, around the post there. As long as that's done, you're not going to run into anything.
Absolutely, that's one of the issues that people sort of. And they go, oh, my guitar won't stay in tune, and you look at it and they've done way too many winds and they're stacked up and they're crisscross and they're all over. It hasn't got a chance of staying in tune.
No.
But if you get the right amount, not too many, neatly, tidily,
it stays in tune.
Would be golden. Well, I was talking about the changes that I've made. That's Grover tuners. It's another Gotto bridge with a Gibson look.
So it's the same one as on the other guitar?
Yep. Same one.
Cool.
Same sort of CTS pot, switchcraft, toggle and jack. The pickups were recessed into the scratch plate, actually. So the pickup surrounds aren't original at all. I've added that afterwards. So they're pretty neat. It was.
But the way that the pickup lines up with the scratch plate.
Yeah.
That's so clean.
Yeah, it's tidy. It's worked well, and the reason for it was sort of one of those happy mistakes that. the stock pickups in there were uncovered, and for the Scorpions looked, I sort of I need covered ones in there, so I put the covers on the burst backers, and then discovered they wouldn't go through the hole in the scratch plate.
Right. Okay. I understand.
So obviously that extra size, the hole was too small. So I started to enlarge the holes, and I just thought, I'm not going to get a clean finish on this. I'm not going to get a clean look. Could have, with a CNC machine and all that sort of stuff, but when all you've got is
your hands,
a paper clip and
a toothbrush,
and a pair of scissors, then that's not going to work. So I just thought how I could finish this is actually just to make the holes a bit larger and put pickup rings on, and so that was one of the not part of the original design that I was planning on, but it worked out. It
works. It works so well. I mean, like the day they make a pickup surround this half black and half white. No, I'm kidding. But it's
don't think it wasn't talked about.
Crazy. No, it's stunning. Again, it has been the theme with, other than the Strat style guitars, from all of the videos that we've done, the kind of biggest thing is just subjective preference. Again, like if you said to me, okay, Christopher, you have to do a gig with this guitar, I could 100% do it.
Yeah.
I might want to hide for most of the gig.
No way. You'd feel the most rock star you've ever felt in your whole life doing anything.
Playing Mustang Sally.
Yeah, absolutely. You're still metal.
But no, it's a lovely guitar, and I'd 100% happy to gig with it. But I mean, for me, the thing that, going outside of the guitar for a moment, the thing that I'm most impressed with is how good the finish is. I think that is an absolutely stunning job.
Great, thank you, sir. So I think there's only one thing left to do.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I think we've come to the end, Chris. Yet again, it's a sad moment.
It's very sad, but there'll be other episodes, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. I'm pleased to hear that you've enjoyed it enough.
Man, it's always such good fun. Playing guitar is awesome, and checking out new guitars is always good fun. And playing different styles of guitar, really good fun. So I enjoyed my day.
Good stuff. Thank you so much for coming over.
You're very welcome.
For your thoughts, your input, your insight, for your encyclopedic knowledge of
Scorpions. Yeah, if it was
always handy.
Not quite, but
all good. Today is my birthday, and
happy birthday.
I wasn't fishing.
I didn't know.
I wasn't fishing, but I wouldn't go so far as to say you're the best present I've ever had. But I've enjoyed my day with you, sir. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. No, man, like being able to do something like this on your birthday, who wouldn't want that?
Guitars and birthday all in one day. I can't take this so much excitement. All right, see you later.
Bye-bye.